My fellow Toastmasters, judges and friends. There is one word in the English dictionary which is used very often, bandied about. What is it? It's called attitude. What does it mean? Books have been written about it. A lot has been talked about it. But has anyone really defined it and tried to give a meaning to it? I would. No matter what the dictionary says, I would call it a state of mind. A state of mind. But I would like to go even further. I'd like to call it a state of mind over my body. Mind over body. What does this mean? It means that there are many people who have an attitude and what is commonly known as facing a life full of stresses, problems with courage and determination. But here even I'd like to go a little further. Mind over body. By this I mean there are certain people who are faced with problems, obstacles, heartbreaks, which can never be cured. And in spite of this, they face life with commitment, courage and determination. I would like to stress on this particular aspect because these are the people who really matter and these are the kind of people whom you have to look up to. Let me give you just two examples. Recently, most of you may have read in the newspaper about a lady called Mahima Devdas. I knew her. She was a young, vibrant lady full of vitality. One fateful day, she met with a horrible accident which left her a cripple. She lost use of her entire body. She was confined to a wheelchair for the rest of her life. A prisoner in her own little environment. Did she despair? Did she give up hope? No. She became a famous artist. She became a writer. She became a designer of greeting cards, which she sold, which were accepted by people who wanted to market it. She was a person who did not give up on life. She was a person who felt that this is nothing to cry about. This is nothing to moan about. I have suffered. I will continue to suffer, but I will continue to live. That is the determination and courage which I am talking about and which is what is really meant by attitude. I knew her because she was so fond of theatre. She used to come to all the plays which we, the Madras players, used to enact. I remember being carried out of her car in the wheelchair. I remember the wheelchair being rolled up to the steps of the museum theatre. I remember people lifting up the chair right up the steps of museum theatre, bringing her inside the theatre. Since I was that part of the group, I used to help her sit the wheelchair and she'll watch the play. Watch the entire play and applaud. This is the kind of person she was. Living life to the fullest, not bothering what happened to her. Enjoying it, enjoying theatre like any other person in the crowd. This is someone whom we should all look up to. This is a person who has attitude. I'll give you another instance. Story of a young boy, full of vitality, full of life, a good sportsman, a person who ran all over the place. He took a cycle and travelled all over town. One fine day, at home, his parents heard a thud, a noise. When they went to where he was sleeping, he was there on the floor, lying down, could not move. What had happened to this young man? After calling the doctor, they discovered that he had fallen to the deadly ordeal. How could this happen to this person? A bright, handsome young man, full of life, full of vitality. Yet it happened. Those were the days when your continued use of polio drops was never there. That is all of us take for granted now was never there. He had been reduced almost to an immobile young person. But did he give up? He didn't give up. He said that what I did before, I will carry on doing. He used to love cricket. He used to play. He had calipers. We had to give him a runner. He used to bat with the runner. He never used to be scared. Everyone used to bowl as fast as possible to him. He was not perfect. He carried on. Did he stop cycling? No, he didn't stop cycling. With that leg of his, he carried on. Going all over the place. He joined Loyola College. Anyone of you have seen Loyola College? You've seen Nungabakkam station? He used to go by train from beach to Nungabakkam, get down, walk over the tracks, limping, walk all the way to the college, climb up from stair to stair, go to different classes, did all that, passed his BCom with honors, joined as a journalist. But at home he was so sheltered, he was kept, protected. What he did one day, he applied for a job in Bombay, went there, worked as a journalist in the Indian Express, on his own. You thought a person in that state would never get married. Yes, he found his wife, a beautiful air hostess of Air India, with his limp and with his crutches. He married her. But finally, whatever his mind was, his body could not sustain all the problems. He died at a young age of 38. I knew him well. He was my younger brother. My fellow Toastmasters. These are the kind of people whom we should admire. These are the kind of people who, I say, has attitude. They have attitude, and that's what I should determine what is called attitude. I would emphasize that what I call attitude is not just a determination and courage to face the normal stresses and strains of daily life. This we can do, all of us can do. What I mean by attitude is the courage and the ambition and the determination to fight the incurable, to go beyond anything and carry on with life, live life to the fullest. This, my dear friends, are the real heroes of this world. Over to you.